Love Chipotle? Today I'm going to show you how to make chicken Chipotle bowls at home. They're cheaper, easy, and dare I say, taste better than the Chipotle that you're used to. Let's get cooking. First up is we're going to make the marinade. Now the secret ingredient for Chipotle chicken bowls is Chipotle. Okay, maybe it's not that much of a secret, but let's talk about this. You need a can of Chipotles. In case you didn't know, Chipotles are actually a pepper. You can buy them at the grocery store. You're gonna open them up and you're gonna see, grab a fork, and it looks weird, but don't worry, it's not. These are the actual Chipotle peppers in the sauce. For today's recipe, you're going to need 2. Then you're just gonna take your knife and we're just gonna run it through these Chipotle peppers, making them diced up and small. It looks weird, but they are so much flavor. They smell so good already. We're just gonna place that straight into a large mixing bowl. And you're probably wondering what to do with this. Guess what? You can actually freeze these. What I like to do is take 2 and put them into little snack-sized baggies, throw them in the freezer, and then they're instantly ready for future recipes. Now for a marinade, you're gonna need an oil and a citrus. So we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of oil. I like to do an olive oil or an avocado oil. To me, those taste the best. Pour that right in. Then for the citrus, we're gonna do lime. We need about 2 tablespoons of lime juice. You can use the jarred stuff, but I prefer fresh. Love my lime juicer, but look at this. And in this recipe, if there's a little too much lime, that's okay. Then you need 2 teaspoons of minced garlic or 2 cloves of garlic freshly minced. A teaspoon of cumin, and then a teaspoon of oregano. And I wanted to let y'all know that everything that we're using is always linked in the description below. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And then we gotta sweeten it up a little bit with some honey. Little trick, take cooking spray, spray your measuring spoon, then put in the honey. Then when you pour it out, it comes right out of the measuring spoon easily. And that's my favorite honey hack for measuring honey. Now all we gotta do is mix this together. Mix, mix, mix. A little bit of an extra tip, no chopping required. You can actually throw all these into a small blender, blend it up. You don't have to chop up any Chipotle peppers. Then you just throw them in the bowl or like a freezer bag. Then we're gonna add in our chicken. Now, the original Chipotle recipe uses chicken thighs, and actually my recipe uses chicken thighs as well. But today, I was really craving chicken breast. So chicken thighs or chicken breast work great in this recipe. Just make sure they're boneless. That's the only thing that you need is boneless, skinless chicken thighs or breast. Make sure it is covered in the marinade. Now you just cover it and refrigerate it for at least 30 minutes, but you can actually marinate this overnight or up to like 4 hours. Either way, it's gonna be delicious. Okay, the chicken has been marinating. I'm so excited. It smells delicious and we're ready to grill. Now we're gonna use a grill, but today I'm gonna use a grill pan. I have this one linked as well. It's awesome because it just goes on directly onto a burner. We're just gonna place this chicken right on top of that. Now I wanna make sure this grill pan is hot, just like if you were grilling outside. But all this leftover reserve, we just toss this out now. While the chicken is cooking, let's start the rice. Leave the chicken alone, because that's the trick for making juicy chicken. Add 2 cups of water or broth, and then 1 cup of long grain rice. Stir the rice together, and now we're going to bring this to a boil. And sprinkle in a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now we're gonna check on the chicken. See how it's starting to get white on the sides? That's when you know it is time to flip. If it sticks, that's okay. We're flipping it and then letting it cook again until it reaches the internal temperature of 165 degrees. Once it's boiling, cover it, reduce the heat to low, and let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now this isn't just regular rice. This is actually Chipotle's cilantro lime rice that I'm obsessed with. But a little time-saving crunch, you can actually use minute rice if you want to, because you can get the rice cooked in half the time. Now we're gonna check the chicken. The trick to juicy grilled chicken is to use a digital meat thermometer. I love this one because it just shows you, and it even reminds you what the temperatures has to be. We have it linked in the description. I'm just gonna take this in and point it into the middle of the thickest part. It instantly reads that we're at least 165 degrees. So I check all the thickest part and then we're ready to remove. And my second tip for the juiciest chicken, let it rest. Don't cut into it yet. It has all the nice juices and we want them to stay inside the chicken. Let it rest for a good 5 to 10 minutes before you cut into it. While the rice is still cooking, we're going to make homemade pico. Can you buy it? Yes, but our homemade pico is so easy and I'm making the entire thing in my cool food chopper. We're gonna start with a half an onion that I'm just going to place directly in. Now, I just want to talk about really quick how much I love making copycat recipes at home. I've got a large family and Chipotle is expensive for my large family. So I've become kind of an expert at making restaurant recipes at home. I can make this multiple times for cheaper than one Chipotle run. And that's why I actually have a copycat digital cookbook for you. And we have it on sale, half price right now, for you to try it out. But look, we've already got started. Now I'm gonna chop up our 2 jalapenos. But anyway, I have the link for our digital cookbook. It is half price right now, so you wanna grab it while you can before the price goes back up. I've got the link in the description, or you can scan the QR code to grab it today. It actually has more than just like Chipotle recipes. We have a ton of restaurants in there. It has like 50 restaurant recipes, so it's a great way to save a ton of money. Now what I'm doing is I'm just taking the seeds out with a spoon inside the jalapenos. So I just use a large spoon to get all those seeds out before I throw it in the chopper. Then we just place these right on top and chop it up. Now we're going to do some Roma tomatoes and you're going to chop them in the chopper again. I'm going to take my knife and cut them in half. And what we got to do is get out the insides. So I'm going to cut them in half again and into quarters. This is just so it makes it even easier to get out the insides. Then you just take your spoon and scoop it right out. Then once they're cleaned, off to the chopper they go. See how fast this goes? Now we need some fresh cilantro. I do just chop this up with my knife. We were testing it out and you can use the chopper, but some of it will get stuck, so just remember that. But honestly, chopping up cilantro, like look how easy this is. Hello. It's so simple. You need about 2/3 of a cup. But honestly, I just eyeball it because you really can't go wrong with cilantro. Let me know if you love or hate cilantro in the comments. And if you hate it, you can make your pico without it. I personally am obsessed with cilantro. Then I'm just gonna use this as the bowl. So we're gonna add this right in. Then we need a half a teaspoon of garlic salt. This is where it has the garlic and the salt together. If you don't have garlic salt, you could do just like garlic powder and salt to equal to a half a teaspoon. And then you need 2 limes juiced. Love my juicer. We already used it for this recipe in the marinade. But this is what makes pico amazing. The thing I love about this pico, did you see that? The thing I love about this pico is that it stays in your fridge for days. So make a big batch of this so you can eat on it all week. All that's left is mixing it up. And you've just made the tastiest fresh homemade pico, better than what you've ever had before. Now that the rice is ready, we've got to turn this plain white rice into cilantro lime rice. Ball up your cilantro. Again, if you don't like cilantro, you can leave it out, but I highly recommend you keep that lime juice in. It is delicious. Finally chop it up. We don't need much, just about 1/4 cup into really small pieces. Did you see the lime fly off the counter? You never know when I'm chopping. We're gonna add this directly in. Don't worry, this is the other half that didn't fly off. I'm gonna grab this juicer and we need about 2 tablespoons of lime juice, but I'm just gonna eyeball it with my juicer. We're just gonna squeeze it right on top. Then stir it all in and let that rice set and it will taste amazing. Then we just take a little bite. I like to test it and make sure that you don't need any more lime juice or cilantro. It's perfect. Now we're gonna chop up the chicken, friends. Now it's rested, it's loaded with juice. Cut your knife along the across the grain first into these beautiful slices. But I mean, look at that, it's so beautiful. Then you're going to cut it into bite-sized pieces just like you would at Chipotle. But look, and I love that you take this piece and look, it just falls apart, which means it's super tender when you bite. Now you probably thought that was kind of weird, but let me explain. Have you ever been to Chipotle and the chicken is kind of chewy? Not with this homemade recipe. When you cook your chicken this way and you cut it this way, the chicken is super tender and flavorful, and you never have to worry about boring, chewy chicken again. Now it's time to assemble. I have some just corn. We also have black beans. I made some fresh guacamole. I'll leave the recipe linked in the description as well. But anything that you like on your Chipotle bowls, you're just gonna place out, and then we're ready to assemble. Now it's time to assemble. The thing I love about this is you can just put whatever you want on your bowl. I'm honestly gonna put a little bit of everything in my bowl today. Now we also have an amazing Chipotle copycat queso recipe. I've linked that for you. My boys are obsessed with it, and dare I say, it actually tastes better than what you can get at Chipotle. I'm gonna finish it off with some homemade guacamole. Are you team guacamole? Let me know in the comments. Now it's time for my favorite part, eating it. Oh my goodness, friends, I'm so excited. Remember that you can get our copycat cookbook. It's linked in the description, and it's half off right now. So good. Oh wow. Dare I say it's better than Chipotle? Now, if you love our money-saving recipes, you're going to love this next recipe, but make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of our easy, family-friendly recipes. I'll see you next time.